Hello, everyone, or anyone who's coming in very shortly. Thank you so much for joining. Even if there's one beautiful person here, I'm very happy to be doing this amazing manifestation hypnosis thing. Just taking a few minutes, seconds for myself before we get started. Um, I love the suggestion that you gave me, Kaya. It was amazing. Yeah, so I'm very grateful. I'm excited. I've got a lot of energy right now, but I'm going to try and keep it more neutral when we go into the hypnosis. But for now, I'm just going to take a few seconds doing some nice belly deep breathing just to ground myself. That's right. Just some nice gentle stretches, even like a nice hug for myself, because I'm grateful for everything that I got done today. And I'm very grateful for everyone that is joining. So thank you so much. Before we get started into the hypnosis, I really wanted to talk a little bit about some myths about manifestation before we go into it. So I have a very different take when it comes to manifestation. I work with what is called divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And so every one of us has divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And what they are basically the two polar energies that cannot be without one another. So they are intertwined. And what that means is that we are whole at all times. It's just when either one of these two energies becomes out of balance, we see distortions in ourselves. So if the divine feminine energy becomes out of balance, we become too attached. We start to chase things. We become over emotional. We don't trust in what's going on and what's going to happen. We become anxious. And what the divine masculine distortion may look like is like a power control. Actually, that's more divine feminine as well, the need to control. But for divine masculine, the distortion around masculine energy is often like constantly doing something, constantly needing to control what the circumstances are by just doing. And so you can kind of see how both of these are like representations of energies being outside of balance. Thank you so much for liking this. If anyone could like this, it helps me like boost the algorithm. This is my first video here, guys, on YouTube. So it means that as long as you guys like this, it means more people can watch it. But I will be posting this afterwards anyway. So what I was talking about was divine feminine and divine masculine energies. When they're out of balance, they come up in different ways. And what is really great about hypnotherapy, in particular generative trance hypnosis, is that it helps you come reconnected to the core energies that we have all within us. We have the yin and yang energy within our core. It's what pulls us forward in life. It's what helps us to go within, to follow our divine intuition, but also to create what really feels good for us, what feels true. So I'm really excited for this evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm just feeling like I need to slow down for a second. For anyone that does not know, I'm an intuitive psychic, which means that whenever I do things like hypnosis for people, I always am able to automatically tune into how everyone is feeling. So that means that, you know, no one needs to ask me to do anything. I just know. And this isn't something I've always had. It's something that I've only gotten quite recently because I've been doing so much self-healing. And it's been in the darkest, most hardest times that I've realized that I've had these gifts. So it's not something, you know, that I chose. I'm like, oh, I want to be psychic. No, that's not how it works. You can obviously increase your psychic abilities just by continuing to heal yourself. And that's just what happened to happen to me. So, but anyway, I really don't want to talk about too much about myself. Yeah, let's do some more grounding breathing. So starting with, let's do it all together if everyone feels like they want to join. Just slowly reconnecting with that part of yourself that is looking forward to what's to come in the future. And just slowing down, coming back home to that part of you that is so excited about what's going to come in the future. We might not know what that looks like yet. Look like. It looks like we're ready to start. Okay. See, that was divine channeling through me. Sometimes when I stumble on my words, often it is because a psychic opportunity is coming in and I need to express it. So looks like we're ready to start. Dear God consciousness, should I start first with the hypnosis or start first with the advice? Hypnosis. Okay. So comments just to tell me that you're ready. Then if you're not ready and you want me to keep talking, then that's absolutely fine as well. Just let me know. And yeah, I think it's on just like the right hand side here. But I will also tune into my divine intuition just to see whether people are ready. I'm feeling I should give it some time now. That's absolutely fine. There's no rush with this. You know, I've just started. I'm only 8 minutes in, guys. There's no problem here. Yeah. Yeah. Sing Om is a really good way of connecting to your sacral chakra and clearing it. So when we use different keys and different sounds, like Om and things like that, that which you are ready for will soon be yours. Oh, that's so beautiful, guys. That was another psychic intuition coming through there. That which you are ready for is yours already. That's how manifestation really works. That sounds a bit elusive and a bit confusing. What I mean with that is this is a bit confusing for me, guys, as well. I thought I had a structure to this, but I'm just allowing. Oh, thank you, Kaya. I'm just allowing, yeah, to get ready now for the hypnosis. Perfect. So as long as you're comfortable. Yeah, I can't even say what I was going to say because I never know in each moment what I'm going to say. I'm just constantly being guided by God consciousness. So that is the divine intuition that I am talking about. It is what connects you to the entire universe, to the quantum field, whereby you can manifest anything that you want, and that is in alignment for your higher self. So, but there's a slight twist to it. So, yes, let's just start the hypnosis, and I'm going to explain more about manifestation afterwards. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, I'm just going to clear the field with Om. Thank you for joining me in this sacred space where we have this divine opportunity not only to manifest our dreams into reality, but to heal something deep within, healing that lack of connection with our true, authentic, divine selves. That's right. All it takes is your divine breath as your guide, your anchor, just to ground you back into the reality that you are in right now, but to also keep you connected to the quantum field that you are made up of and that surrounds you and is everything and anything that's ever existed among infinite timelines. So just for a few cycles here, I invite all of you beautiful souls that are watching just to reconnect with that part of you, that divine inner knowing part of you, your intuition that always knows what's right for you in every moment. And what it can feel like when we are not in connection with our divine intuition is that we listen too much to our thinking mind. But that's perfectly okay. And so this divine intuition is in fact your divine feminine energy. And when we reconnect with her, we reconnect with truth again, knowing what we need in every single moment. And what it looks like when we disconnect is that we listen too much to the thoughts or the worries, the anxiety, the fear talking in our minds. So what we need to do is use our breath in to align and attune, out to release any anxieties or fear that does not serve us. In aligning with our divine feminine selves, our core, the core of who we all are, and releasing anything that is not true. Anxiety is an illusion. Anything that causes you stress or worry or doubt is actually illusion. It is not true. So I invite you now just to continue breathing into your sacred divine feminine energy. And she breathes love into everything that you are, even your anxieties and your doubt, your capacity to feel those things. It's completely natural and normal. But know that you do not have to be them. They do not represent you in any way, shape, or form. They just are there. They are the shadow aspect. We have both light and shadow. Again, the yin and the yang polarities. Similar to divine feminine and divine masculine energies, but shadow too is good, like the light. Neither are bad. They are just wholeness, oneness. They just are. That's right. Breathing in at any pace that feels good for you. Breathing out, releasing anything that does not serve you. And once you feel that you've reconnected with your divine feminine energy, your divine intuition, I just invite you now in this space of timelessness to imagine that you are surrounded by these golden, bright clouds. That's right. Bright but gentle. They do not blind you, they just simply are glowing with this golden, healing light. So I just invite you, in any way that feels good for you, just to imagine that you're sitting on this beautiful, comfy, bright, golden cloud, and it's just holding you so gently. That's right. Just invite you to imagine what that might feel like for you, lying or sitting in these bright, golden, healing clouds, knowing that this is exactly where you're meant to be right now. That's right. And in this gentle, loving space, I gently invite you to ask yourself, what is it that I most want to heal before I begin to manifest my dreams into fruition? Is there any part of me that's keeping me back from manifesting what I want to have happen? And if nothing comes up straight away, that's completely fine. Just knowing that if something does come up, something that's clear, where you know exactly what's holding you back, what's stopping you from creating your dreams, bringing them into physical reality. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Whatever comes up for you at whatever moment in time is perfect. And now, as you're in this golden healing cloud-like energy, I gently invite you to imagine two angels on both sides of you, your guardian angels, and want to sing to you, choose what feels right for you. And the other is saying to you, choose what doesn't feel right for you. And just feel within yourself which one you are pulled to, the right or the left. The right being the one saying, choose what feels right to you. And the left being the one saying, choose what doesn't feel right. And just notice where you're swaying to. And just feel that divine pull within you, pull you to the side that you align most with. That's right. This is a short but divine test to prove to yourself how much you want to do the things that are in alignment with your truth, with your divine inner knowing that always knows what's best and right for you in each moment in time. This was to show you that there is nothing wrong with you. When you feel anxious or scared about the future or depressed about the past, these are all aspects of the shadow trying to pull you back. They serve a purpose too, for they propel you towards the light. We need this contrast between dark shadow and light, lightness. And so it is. So I invite you to imagine again that you are still within this golden healing cloud, and that you are sitting there or lying there. And what's beginning to happen is an intention for what you most want to manifest in your life. What you want to bring into your physical reality is blossoming now. It's coming through, it's filtering up into your divine conscious awareness. Yes, that's right. I invite you just to imagine you're turning up this dial, and the more you turn it up, the brighter and more vivid your dreams become in your mind's eye, eyes closed or open. It doesn't matter which way you do this, because the truth is you are not in a deep trance right now. You're in a very light trance. All I've done is slowed down your brainwave state from beta to alpha to theta. That's right. Something between alpha and theta is perfect. It doesn't matter so much about the technical words, but just what makes you feel good. So let's return just for you to this cloud that you're lying or sitting on. You're just again beginning to imagine again what it is that you want to bring into fruition. That's right. Just turning up that dial. The more you turn it up, the more vivid it becomes. You start to smell what it's like having this thing or being in this place. You start to see people around you and how they're reacting to you being in this place or having this certain thing or feeling this way. You start to feel so in alignment with what it is that you want and that which you will have. Now, the thing about divine feminine energy is it's also all about surrender, trust, and patience. That means that we need to trust, and we will trust, that the thing which we are manifesting will come into our lives exactly at the right time. So this, we might need to heal the control aspect of needing to know exactly when something will happen for us. This we can choose to heal now, just by saying aloud, "Dear God consciousness, I choose to heal that which holds me back from realizing my truth of what it is that I want. I choose to release any control now." So it is. That's right, just releasing the control, knowing that when you are aligned with your divine inner truth, the thing that you're manifesting will always come to you, sometimes when you least expect it, but most of all, it will always come to you if it is what is meant for you. This is another thing about manifestation. Sometimes we think we need a certain thing, but that's again our ego and our thinking mind telling us, based on our fears and our worries, that we need a certain person or a certain object or a certain thing because we're so attached to that. But again, my dear friends, attachment is not truth. Attachment is a fear mechanism based on survival alone. But you are so much more than survival. You are infinite life force energy. You are infinite divine intuition. You are infinite love. That's right. And so as you align again with your divine feminine energy, just imagine you're blowing away all the control and all the attachment. And now your two angels are blessing you, and they are so proud of you, your two guardian angels. Well done, they are saying. We are so blessed that you are receiving our guidance. They are blessed, for they love working with you. They love working with you. Know that you have your two guardian angels and that you can also connect with any and all archangels at any point. They are only there to serve us humans so that we can heal and that we can manifest our dreams into fruition, into reality. Now, let's start bringing down and anchoring this divine feminine energy down into the physical plane. Down with our intention. Imagine this cloud is slowly bringing you down, down, down onto the physical plane, into the room that you currently are in. And just for a moment, I invite you to gently open your eyes if they are not already open. And just imagine how grounded you are right now. What does grounded mean? Being grounded means you are in and of yourself, very sure of who you are and what you have. Being grounded is being anchored in the 3D reality. It is a very divine masculine trait. It is not a trait, it is truth trait. Any traits you have will be shown to be true when you manifest now. Any traits that you have, Traits being character traits. Now I see. You are so much more than you believe to be. If you feel guided, you can close your eyes again. This is a divine message from God consciousness. You are infinite personalities. You are not limited to being one certain person and having certain character traits. You are infinite love, infinite personalities. You are infinite wisdom. And all that hypnosis really does is it allows you to become reconnected again to all of that which you lost throughout your lifetime because of societal conditioning, maybe because of your parents, how they raised you, maybe friends, maybe being bullied. All of this conditioning shapes us temporarily and makes us believe we are a certain person when really we are not. We are pure infinite wisdom. We are pure infinite love. And we are infinite personalities with infinite potential to create anything that we want, and this in alignment with our higher self. And now I realize that a lot is coming through. It's a mixture of both my guided intention to create this hypnosis for you, but it's also divine awareness coming through, saying what needs to be said at all times. But now I choose to use my free will again to create further this guided hypnosis for manifesting our dreams into reality. So I invite you again just to gently open your eyes, to look around you, and to just start either touching yourself, like on your arms or your hands, and just notice what it feels like to be grounded. You can even rub your legs or your feet or pick something up. I have a pen here. Just noticing what it's like to be grounded in the 3D, the physical reality. Because what we're doing when we're in hypnosis is we're actually connecting to the 5th dimension, where infinite timelines are there. And this is perfect for when we want to manifest something. We want to quantum leap, so to speak. It's perfect for that. But when we want to ground our alignment, our truth is always the answer to everything. Things you need to say about divine masculine energy. What do I need to say, dear God consciousness? Say something, anything about divine masculine. So what I'm feeling is that there's a lot of myths about what masculine energy really is. So there's certain labels. There's toxic masculinity, for example, which is unsurprisingly, I mean, very toxic to the term masculine. So masculine is often also connotated with like someone looking a certain way, but really divine masculine energy is all about creation. That's right. All about creation and using that divine life force energy within to create something from an intention, from the heart, from the divine feminine. So really we can start to see how important both polarities are. Divine feminine energy is so important for realigning to inner truth first, going within. Within is a very important aspect of the divine feminine. And then with the divine masculine energy, it's all about from this going withinness to this coming without in order to blossom something into the 3D world. It's all about creating in the 3D. And so each and every one of us are magicians, so to speak, because we can create from going within and then it just appears. The thing is too much. There's just so much I'm hearing. So much misinformation about manifestation. So much. And I actually know that when I say I don't even know who the self is. I just, I'm a part of the universe just like anyone else. But there's just so much misinformation about how to manifest. And I wish I could clear all now, but it's for each and every one of us to learn through our own karma, what is true and what is not true. And neither are bad, again, because karma is, it's like a bank account. You're either in credit or you're in debit. So again, I'm being very called just to talk about this. It's very important to really hone in on what karma is, because again, there's a lot of junk about what karma is. It is not punishment for something you have done necessarily, but it is interesting because karma is in and of itself neutral. And each one of us, because God gave us all free will, He gave us the opportunity to either do good or to do bad. So again, this polarity energy. And doing good means being good to others, being kind, being generous, helping others from pure heart intention alone, not for doing it to seem like a better person or anything like that. It just has to do with doing things from a pure heart. And again, that creates your karmic sort of bank account, if you will, to be in credit. And what happens when you decide to do bad, so to speak, is you might be very selfish or greedy. You might hurt another person or another being or another soul in any sort of way. So there's a difference between, for example, bitching about someone relentlessly, continuously, in order to cause them harm. There's a difference between this and between expressing yourself on how a person has hurt you. So I'm really going into this lecture now, but I'm feeling very called to. It's very important that I talk about karma, and then I promise that we will get onto the manifestation part. So there's a difference between these two. Why? If I continue to bitch about someone relentlessly just in order to make my ego feel better for being a better person or to belittle someone, this is going to make my karma in imbalance, so that it's declining more into the debt rather than into the positive, so the in credit. And the reason this is different to speaking about someone behind their back in order to express yourself, I mean, I've said it there already. If someone has caused me some sort of suffering, it is completely okay to say, this person has hurt me and I'm really angry. And you may be really emotional about how they've hurt you, and you may say things that you didn't really mean. That is very different to relentlessly bitching about someone behind their back. Now, we have a multitude, a whole variety of different people in the world. Thankfully, I have actually on very little occasion bitched about someone for the intention of hurting them. I don't think I've ever done that, because it just isn't within my, I don't know, it's not within my soul makeup to hurt someone. I can't really explain it, but I have, I'm going to say the term bitching here again, just to make things easier. I have bitched about someone just because I felt really hurt by what they did to me. So can you see how the two are different? Because the latter of just expressing yourself, you're doing it so that you're processing the pain and the emotion. And there's a difference because you only do it once or twice, or you do it until the very end of when you start to feel better again. The difference between bitching about someone constantly is that you're really creating your own negative energy. You are creating your own negative karma. And so the reason why I think I've been guided to talk about karma today is because it is also very important for manifestation. If you want to have your bank account, your karmic bank account in credit, you need to start tuning into all the parts of you that cause you illusion. There's an illusion I need to talk about. Is it to do with karma? No, it's to do with the divine masculine. Can I finish this verse? No, talk about the divine masculine. Okay. So whenever this stuff happens, I just need to follow through with it. I don't really have a choice in a way. I just feel a very strong urge to talk about what I've been asked, because I'm a divine channel at the moment for God to come through. I'm not I'm not really choosing any of this, guys. So, what was it that I was being called to talk about? Divine masculine energy. Yes, so the distortion there is that if you're in your divine masculine energy, that you are like a man and that everyone who's in their divine masculine energy is a man. It's not true. It's actually a very neutral, it's completely separate from gender. There we go. Now I can see why I had to go back to this. So divine masculine and divine feminine energy is completely irrelevant of gender, because gender is again a societal construct. It's a label, it's a term that we have used in order to categorize people. That is the difference. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy is all just about energy and how the two work together, and they are still separate in a way, but they still need to work together in order for wholeness to happen. Okay, I just need one drink. Sorry. I'm feeling very cold to drink like sugary fruit juice at the moment. I'm also feeling like I'm talking a lot. And I really want to get back to this hypnosis, but I hope that everything that I'm teaching you is going to help you. I don't even need to say I hope that it is, because I know that it will. This information I've only gained from my own experience. There's a very different aspect to learning information on the internet and passing it off as your own. I've never done that. For the past, when I say I've never done that, that's actually not true. Why did I lie? Lies. It's okay to tell lies. Okay, interesting. So this is now coming through. It's okay to lie. But on the other hand, it's what the lies are used for. Again, this is coming back to karma. I'm being very called to talk about karma here. I'm just being aware of time as well, because I'm sure that some of you might need to go. I'm not sure. But just please trust me in that everything that I'm being called to share with you is for your divine highest good. It's for you to flourish, basically. And I promise I will get to the hypnosis part again later, where we're doing the divine masculine reconnection, where we can actually bring into fruition our dreams. But for now, need to continue talking about karma and lies. So again, there's a difference between relentlessly lying in order to cause someone pain or confusion or to do harm or non-good. And there's a difference between telling a white lie because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or they're very different energies. And so it is true that lying affects your karma, but not always. It depends, again, what is the energy coming from you when you lie? Do you do it to hurt someone? Be honest with yourself. Or do you do it because you don't want to hurt someone? It's very different. And so, again, there's a lot of misinformation about karma and what it is. And I'm feeling called to do a video on what really karma is. I'm very new to YouTube, guys, in terms of being a person that posts on it. I love YouTube as a user. I think it's great. I've learned from a lot of people, but everything that I'm teaching now is all from my own experience. There will be references that I drop here and there because, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything. I don't know everything. In a way, we all know everything all at once, always, because we are infinite beings on infinite timelines, but our soul only takes us as far as we're meant to go. And that was something I learned from this amazing person called Christina Lopes. She is also a twin flame and she is on YouTube. I would really recommend checking out all of her videos. I think she's an absolute diamond, and I don't know how she doesn't have more followers, but I think she's amazing. So that is something that I learned from her. But the difference between learning that from her was that I was able to apply it to my heart. So when I heard her say, your soul only takes you as far as you can go. First of all, what that means is that your soul will never overburden you with something. So what your soul basically is a shard of God, God consciousness. If you don't believe in God, that's absolutely fine. When I'm talking about God, it's true spiritualism. I'm not talking about, religious aspects of God, because the thing with religion is that it all started off as truth, as true spiritualism, but over generations, it changed and it got muddled up with ego. And that's when it became religion. So, like a cult or a group or a following, and it became very strict. But the thing about true religion, talk about religion, it's okay to be religious. Why? Because some people are born into religion. Yes, thank you. People are born into religion, and that's absolutely fine. There's no. I feel like I need to apologize just in case I've offended someone. Please, whatever I say, please take it with as much understanding as you can. For whenever I'm called to speak about certain things, I have no choice in the matter. It's like God is channeling through me. And so you can always be assured that whenever I speak, I'm doing it in order to help you to grow and to evolve. I'm never doing it in order to hurt you. And I understand it may seem that way when I speak about certain things, but just to let you know, I'm only ever here to serve you. Yeah, so I feel like I'm done there. But yes, of course, it's okay, because when you're born into religion, you don't have a choice. Your family was a certain way, and then your mother gave birth to you and they raised you. So, of course, it's going to be a part of your life. But what I urge you to do is to just start feeling for yourself what feels true for you. And again, that's really important for anything that you read on the internet as well. Even with me right now, if there's something that doesn't feel true for you, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you that I'm the best and like, oh, listen to me because I have all the answers. I don't believe that at all, first of all. I'm only speaking from my own experience because that's all we can ever do. And if something feels right and sounds true for you, then trust that. But if something sounds a bit off, then trust that as well. And that is how you're meant to feel in that moment. So there's never anything wrong with how you're feeling. And please don't idolize me at any point, because I'm not perfect. First of all, I'm still learning. My soul still has a lot of karma to have to learn in this lifetime. I'm only 26, so I'm really not special in any way. I I just started healing as soon as I met my twin flame several years ago, and since then my soul has just taken me through an accelerated Kundalini awakening. So, but I feel like I'm really becoming off topic now. Well, I'm not off topic, but at the same time, I would like to continue the hypnosis. I'm going to take a breather for a second because I've been talking quite a lot. So I'm going to take some more drink of my Fanta. I don't know about where you are in the world, but it's so hot here in Edinburgh at the moment, and I'm just not used to the heat. I would love to go to somewhere like India at some point, but I would have to get used to the heat, I think. But I love places like India so much. Like, I really can't wait to go. So I just want to take this time to help you reconnect again to your divine inner knowing. And I want to also thank you so deeply from my heart. Thank you so much for listening to me so intently. Any information that I give you is only from the highest possible truth, because I am a channel for God. And I only ever want to help you on your journey of inner flourishing and healing, and your journey of making your dreams into reality. So I gently invite you, just if you feel ready again, or you may need a moment, just to start breathing again. Breathing into who you really are, knowing all that you've learned recently, and just remembering that you are pure love, pure infinite wisdom, and you have all of the answers you ever need inside of you at all times. That's right. That's right. And so I gently invite you in this space just to start imagining again in your mind's eye what that original intention was from the beginning of what you want to let go of. And I just want to check in with you now. Do you feel that you have let go of that which does not serve you? Do you know that it is not the true you? I invite you again just now, with every out breath, just again to release any remnants. I invite you to imagine your spinal column, your kundalini, as a straw, where you just blow down it and you just release anything and all that does not serve you. That's right. Attune, release. Attune with your truth, release all that does not serve you. That's right. And now in this space, I invite you to make a choice between whether you would like to imagine yourself sitting on that cloud again, or whether you would like to be in the 3D where you start to bring your dreams into fruition. And when you've made a choice, I just invite you to start imagining again what it is that you want to bring into fruition. Turning up that dial again, making it more and more vivid, feeling how you want to feel, seeing exactly what you want to see, almost looking around in your room and just knowing that you already have it. Trusting, using your divine feminine energy just to trust that it is coming, and it is coming at the perfect time for you. And the thing with divine masculine energy is that often it's associated with the law of attraction, and within the word attraction is the word action. So divine masculine energy is all about inspired action. And what you need to know about inspired action is that it only comes when you have given yourself enough divine unconditional love, which is the divine feminine energy. So again, I invite you to imagine, or you can do this with your eyes open. With one hand, I invite you to imagine that you're holding your divine feminine energy, this energy of divine unconditional love for yourself, surrendering to knowing what's good for you, this divine intuition that you always hold within you at all times. I invite you just to hold really gently that energy and breathe into it. Breathing in and out. And now with the other hand, whenever you're ready, we don't need to rush this. You may still want to breathe into your divine feminine energy. But with your other hand, I invite you to just imagine your divine masculine energy. Now, this might be more hard to connect with because, again, the label masculine, but just imagine this feeling of pure determination, of drivenness, of willpower. Just imagine that you have all of this potential just to create anything that you want, anything that's good and that's true for you. And feel the difference in energies, how the divine feminine energy feels in one hand and this divine masculine energy. You may feel that there's a higher vibration to one of them. Either way, whatever is coming up for you, I know and trust that that's right for you. So don't worry about anything. You're doing perfectly. So with this divine masculine energy now in one hand and divine feminine energy in the other, I gently invite you to imagine and to slowly pull the two together. If you're using your hands physically, feel how attracted they are to each other, because you can't have one without the other. They're just slowly becoming so attracted to each other. They're just glued to each other now in this energy ball, the divine energy ball of the two divine feminine and masculine energies, the two polarities. Can't have one without the other. Both necessary for wholeness. That's right. And I invite you again just to gently ask yourself, what is it I want to truly manifest in my life right now? It may not come at a time that I expect, but I know that it will come. I invite you just to start imagining again, turning up that dial, that's right, becoming so vivid. And I just invite you to implant whatever it is, that intention, that manifestation, I invite you to implant it into that energy ball that you've created now with your hands. And breathe into it, that's right. Breathing in, attuning and sharpening that vision that you have of how you're going to feel, who you're going to be when you have that thing. But knowing at the same time that you already are that person and you already have that thing. And just swirl around that divine energy ball of divine feminine and divine masculine. That's right. Breathing out anything again that does not serve you in your manifestation now. This is a very important time for you. In a few seconds, I will start counting down. And each time that I count down, I will ask you to more vividly imagine the thing that you want, your manifestation. Breathing in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so it is. And so it is, and you have manifested now your dreams into fruition, and they will come to you at exactly the perfect time at which they are meant to come. You have now aligned with your divine feminine and divine masculine energy. You have reconnected with your divine inner truth and your divine inspired action, and I am so proud of you. And I am so blessed that you've taken part in this. And I know that what is meant for you will come to you. And I'm so excited for you to receive. And just in this last few minutes of this hypnosis, I gently invite you to say aloud, "Dear God consciousness," or "Dear universe," either one is perfect. "Dear universe, I choose to receive everything that is for my divine highest good now." And once you have said that, you can place your hands on your heart and just take a few breaths in and out. Just realigning again to that core part of yourself, the true you, the you that will never leave because it just simply is who you are. You are infinite, divine, unconditional love, and you are infinite, divine, creative potential with the power to heal and manifest, to surrender and create at any and all times. Now, in this space, I gently invite you just to show gratitude for something or someone now. It can be you for showing up this evening, or this morning, or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It doesn't matter when you do this, it will always work. Even if you watch it on replay, you will gain just the same amount of wisdom, clarity, and manifestation and healing power. But as soon as you've chosen something to give thanks to or to be grateful for, I gently want to thank you again for showing up. And again, I'm so proud of you for choosing to heal and manifest simultaneously using divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And so it is. And whenever you feel ready, I gently invite you to open your eyes whenever you feel ready. And just take a drink of water if you have any near you. It's very important to drink water after hypnosis, because what happens is you're shifting so much energy, you're bringing in new energy that nourishes you, and you're also shifting old energy, so the shadow aspect that doesn't serve you. And so drinking water is very important. You can drink fruit juice or cola or whatever. I'm feeling called to drink sugary juice at the moment because, again, we need that energy. And then it's also very important whenever you clear shadow or you release negative energy to eat protein and carbs. So it doesn't matter, again, if it seems unhealthy, just follow whatever you feel guided to eat or to drink, because again, that is your divine intuition telling you what's best for you at all times. So even if you feel guilty about, oh no, I shouldn't be eating this chocolate or I shouldn't be eating this unhealthy food, it's actually what you need in every moment. So just always listen to your divine intuition. She knows what's best. And again, I'm so happy and so proud. There's no way that you have to at all, but if you feel that you'd like to say something in the comments, I would really appreciate it. I'm going to end this hypnosis very soon, and I will let you have a lovely evening. But it's been a pleasure doing this for you, and again, thank you so much for listening. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to me, that would also be amazing. I'm going to do a lot more videos very soon, more about karma, more about hypnosis, more about lots of different forms of healing. But again, that is like my true and my only intention is to help you to heal. So there's no pressure to write anything. I'm just very grateful. So I'm just going to leave this here for a few seconds, just in case you do want to write anything. But if you don't, then there's no pressure. Okay, perfect. I'm just going to end the stream now. Thank you again so much, and I will speak to you very soon. Goodbye.